6 years ago, the girl I loved more than anything on the entire planet broke up with me. I was absolutely shattered, devastated, heartbroken. The world had ended as far as I was concerned. I did nothing for weeks but sit in the fetal position and cry. I couldn't eat, sleep, or drink, and with what little energy I had to muster, I begged and belted, "Why couldn't you tell me? Why didn't we talk about this if these things were bothering you so much?" She did. The breakup did not come out of nowhere. She'd been telling me for a long time. I was just unself-aware enough to let it sink in. Until about 2 months later. I wasn't crying as much, but I definitely was still shattered, and I was going through some photos because that's just what you do. And I found this one that we took 4 days before the breakup, because I wanted to see, like, where can I pinpoint where it all went wrong. 4 days before the breakup, we went to this little beach town and went to dinner, and we went to the beach, and I'm smiling, goofing it up. I'm just having a great time. And I took some selfies of us. And I'll never forget this feeling. I looked at it, and I really looked at it, and I was like, she is tired. She's drained. Her glow is gone. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally exhausted. And in that moment, so many things came rushing back to me that she had been telling me all along, and I just didn't hear it. I robbed her of her peace for way too long. My anxious attachment, my insecurities, my need for control. She wasn't herself. She couldn't be herself around her friends, her family. She wasn't herself. And she was tired. She was unaligned. And it hit me like a ton of bricks in that moment that not only was I the issue, but now I've got some shit to work on. I'll forever be grateful for her for doing what she did, because I know it was tough. And she told me years later how excruciatingly tough it was to break up with me. But she did the right damn thing, and she stood true to her alignment and her spirit. And in my case, I spent the last 6 years on my healing journey, which I am unbelievably proud of. But how does this apply to you? I want you, in good faith, to do an audit of that relationship that broke you. That perfect relationship and they left me out of nowhere. Or that relationship where you don't think you were the problem, but they told you you were. If you do an audit in good faith, you're going to find the answers happened long before the actual cataclysmic event. I want you to really, really think about that. In my case, I was the villain, as I said in another one of my videos. I was the issue, and she told me I just didn't let it sink in. This is your slap in the face, your light bulb moment. Really, really let that sink in.
What is common out there is this: women don't just wake up and walk away from their relationship, especially if that man is good to them. Women always talk. We communicate. We talk about the things we don't like. We complain. It's just that men don't listen. And like he said, I guess they don't take it serious and it doesn't sink in for them. To them, she's nagging, bluffing, talking, just want to talk, being too chatty. We always communicate. We always talk. We complain when we're not happy. There are some relationships you will get into and they will drain you. They will gradually drain you. If you're dating a man that is very toxic, that man is going to drain you. If you're dating a man that has issues with his family members, every day one family issue or the other, that relationship will drain you. If you're dating a man that is insecure, a man that is in survival mode, that relationship is going to drain you. If you're dating a man that is nasty, a man that has no respect for women, that relationship will drain you. If you're dating a selfish man, that relationship will drain you. You're better off by yourself than being in a relationship that will drain you. The moment you notice that a relationship is draining, a man is toxic, the man is coming for your energy, you don't have to stay there. You have to save your head and leave that relationship. There's so many ways relationship drain women. You don't necessarily have to engage in physical altercation. You don't necessarily have to engage in physical fight. That man might not be verbally abusive to you, but there are other areas in that relationship that saps your energy from you. Imagine having a man that constantly complains about family issue, family problem. A man that constantly complains about how people are maltreating him or people are not nice to him. He's always out there fighting people. Imagine you giving listening ear to a man like that. What do you think is going to happen to you? You will always be drained. No peace in your life, no peace in his life. A man that knows no peace will take your peace from you. Every day is a story on how this one did this person did this. You never have the time to have a peaceful conversation or even talk about a relationship or way forward. In his head, he thinks, oh, because they say the both of you are coming together or you're going to be there for each other, then he dumps his trauma on you and expects you to carry it happily. That is selfishness. Not because you're in a relationship with someone means that it is your responsibility to give listening ears to them all the time. It's your responsibility to take their trauma from them, to share your trauma with them. No.
Pregnant. No, what the I don't want to have this baby. I don't. I'm so scared. I feel like my life is finally getting in order. I was so happy, so excited, and now I just feel like this bomb has been dropped on my life and I don't know what to do about it. If I don't have this baby, I have to go through this traumatic experience of getting rid of it and dealing with the mental issues that come from killing a baby. And I have to deal with possible resentment from Justin because he wants this baby. And if I don't have the abortion, then I risk everybody's judgment. Because I've only known Justin for 2 months. I risk going through the traumatic experience of having a baby, which I am terrified to do. I don't know if I can do it. My life just turning completely upside down, carrying a child for 9 months, trying to coach. I wanted to move, so many days, and now I just feel stuck. I hate this so much. This is all just too much, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how I got here, but I hate myself for it. I hate myself. Amazing.
Let's get context to her story. According to her, she said, if it makes it any better, it was 2 months. Met in May 2022. Found that I was pregnant in July 2022. Had our son in March 2023. Got married in March 2025. So people had a lot to say. People were like, how come you're getting pregnant for someone you just met? Someone you barely know? Because of course we heard her say she got married to someone she didn't know. So I guess her case was a lucky one, I would say, because the man decided to marry her, or she decided to marry the man. I don't know which one. Okay, while she was telling her story, she did make mention of the fact that the man wants the child. At least she had a child for a man that wanted a child. You get? And that's why she decided to keep it. One of the reasons she decided to keep the child. And then they went on to get married. So her own case is different. Some people want to get you pregnant, that is it. So people had a lot to say, and people were like, why did they have to even wait for so long to get married if they wanted to get married? Some people went on to share their own story. So I'm going to read some story. This is not a story, this is a comment. My brain can't wrap around how you all know people for such small time and give them the opportunity to have a whole human being with you. If I barely knew the father, I couldn't have the baby. This is a story. People are judging her because they haven't found love. I was with my husband for years before marriage, and as soon as I got pregnant, he became verbally and mentally abusive. He made my pregnancy and life hell. Thankfully, I have an amazingly beautiful triplets who are off to college this year. Time means nothing in my relationships. Bravo to them for making it work. Don't let people make you feel bad. I met my man in January and found out I was pregnant in May. 2 years later, we are in love and have beautiful family and home. I think they are missing the point. No one is against people getting married. No one is against people having children. But what the people are against in the comment section is the fact that you just meet a man and you're falling pregnant for him. That is what people are against. People are saying that you should take time out to at least know this man up to an extent before getting pregnant for that man. I know her story is not a story where she deliberately wanted it to happen and made it happen. It was a mistake from the way she told the story. And I think people also acknowledge that in the comment section, because some people are saying that, why are you all sounding as though she intentionally wanted this to happen? It just happened. Aside the fact that a mistake can happen, unplanned pregnancy can happen. I know some people would also have things to say about this, what happened to contraceptives and all that. Let's say they all failed and that happened. That's different. Aside that, people should not fall pregnant for men that they don't know. Even men that people know are cruel to them. Talk more of men that people don't know. You meeting someone and falling pregnant for that person. How sure are you that that person would want that child? How sure are you that that man would be a good father? That man would be a present father? Are you mentally stable and capable to handle the struggles that comes with being a single mother? Do you have a village to be there for you, to support you should that man abandon you? So this is what people are talking about. And I don't think they are also saying that knowing someone for a long time means that the person cannot abandon you. But at least there is this feeling you get when you know that you did your part and things went wrong. It's very different where you did not make effort, you didn't do your part and things went wrong. You know what I mean? Making effort and not making effort is very different, regardless of whether you're getting the same result at the end of it. So that's basically what the people are saying. So not because people had successful stories, not because it went well for people that it happened to, means that it should be a pattern and you have to follow it. No, at least get to know the person up to an extent. And if you're deciding to have a baby, don't have a baby because you have a man in your life, because the man wants to have a baby. No, have a baby because you, as the woman, wants to have that baby. I always say this, what if this man walks away tomorrow and decides to abandon that child? Are you capable? Can you handle the struggle? Can you be there for your child and also survive? So having a baby depends on you. It is entirely your decision. This is my opinion. I know the father or your husband, your spouse, also does have the right up to an extent to make the decision. Regardless, it is entirely your decision because you're the one carrying the baby. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section.
Why do you keep taking the sushi off my plate?
Relax. I'm not to pay for everything.
Okay, but that doesn't mean you could just take food off my plate. If you wanted that, you could have just ordered it. Or you could have even asked.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Relax.
You couldn't just ask, though? Like, you don't think that's rude?
I mean, I thought we would be sharing.
But, like, when was that communicated that we would be sharing?
We definitely communicated that.
When did we communicate that?
I mean, if it's sushi, I mean, it's just a public knowledge thing that like, you're just going to share sushi.
It's a public knowledge thing that sushi is shared?
I mean, yeah, like...
What?
Thinking out, I mean, at least from like, you know, previous days I've been on, like,
what? Okay, but you gotta communicate that. No.
You've never done that?
No, I'm not sharing food with somebody I just met. Like, that's crazy.
Bro, you can take some of mine.
I don't want to take some of yours. That's gross.
Mine hits harder than yours.
What?
Mine hits harder.
If yours hits harder, then why are you taking mine?
Just wanted to try it.
Okay, but that's like the third roll that you've taken.
It's not the third roll.
That's like the third piece of sushi you've taken from me.
Now you're stretching it.
I'm not stretching it.
You said it was the third row. You think it's the third row? Right,
the third piece. Like what? You're oh my god, bruh. You're not getting the second date. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. We can split the bill. I'm not doing this with you.
Why are you like crashing out right now?
I'm not even crashing out, bro. You're crazy.
You're crashing on me over sushi?
But what's the F? Relax? No manners. That is a red flag. A turn off. This is someone you're meeting for the first time. You went on a first date with this person and you're expecting the person to treat you like your sibling, like you guys are guys, like you've known each other. Why are you eating off a plate? If you wanted it, why didn't you order it? And then she complains, you're telling her to relax. Like it's no big deal. Nah. Saying she's stretching it, she's pushing it. Oh, it's common knowledge. When you order sushi, you have to share. No, it's not common knowledge. Lack of communication. He was being dismissive. What he did was basically making her feel like her feelings are not valid. How she felt about him eating from her plate is nothing, is not valid. That is a red flag right there. No respect whatsoever. These are my opinions. What do you think about the situation? Do you think the lady overreacted? Do you think there is no problem with what he did? Do you even think I am overreacting? Please let me know what you think in the comment section. Let's see how people are reacting in the comment section. Telling a woman to relax is guaranteed to have the opposite effect. Ladies, when a man does this, get up and walk away. Girl, after the what the F, just relax. Date over. Click boom. To all these people saying sushi is shareable, no it isn't. This shows how clearly you've never been to the country where it's from. Traditional sushi is handmade and given piece by piece to the customer. They place it in front of you and you eat it immediately. You do not share sushi. It's also taboo to take something off someone's plate in Japan. If you're sharing, you're supposed to pick up from your plate and place it down on theirs. If you're even supposed to share the sushi, you're supposed to have a common plate. Where the sushi is, everyone picks from that plate to their own plate. Not what he did. This lady said, girl, stop going on dates if you don't notice. Sushi plate is meant to be shared. It's unspoken knowledge. If anybody think differently, then you know nothing about the culture. If you don't like sharing, then you need to express that before ordering. Why won't he just apologize? He just kept giving excuses to try and justify himself. That was even the annoying part of it. Someone just told you, oh, we did not communicate this. I was not in the know. And he was just still there claiming right. He thought you all would be sharing, but he has already ate most of his. There is no one particular way things are done. People do things differently and people choose to do things differently. Maybe to some people, when they go out to eat, maybe what just happened is normal to them. But to some people, it's not normal. So if the lady says what he did is not normal and she's not happy, then she's not happy. Not because to you, it's okay. You would accept it means someone else should accept it. She's not happy with it. She's not happy with it. And that guy was rude. To tell someone you're just meeting for the first time to relax, what the F? He was rude.
And that's why I don't understand. Why did this man become like this? We were not like this. And from the time I found these text messages, my whole life turned upside down with my husband. He said, I told you I have nothing to do with the woman. I didn't fuck the woman. I'm not in love with the woman. What more you want? Nothing is good enough for you. And I tried to show him that those messages broke me. Those messages, if she said good morning, the right thing as her senior, you should have said good morning. You shouldn't tell the woman, this is the perfect start to my day. That was my husband's response to her. She texted my husband and invited my husband to a game. My husband said he didn't know he was invited. Now that you invited me, I'll make the time to come. Tell me how am I supposed to feel for that? She texted my husband and told my husband she's coming to a meeting in Corpus Christi. My husband asked her, would I get to see you before you leave? Right? She said, everyone's just trying to rush out here. He said, okay. What building are you in? I have a 1 o'clock meeting. I'll run down quickly. He showed her his time and affection. She's a married woman. She's a secretary. You are her senior. I am your wife. He didn't show no respect for his job. He didn't show no respect for his wife. And he hates me for speaking about it. He hates me for having feelings. He thinks that I shouldn't speak about it and I shouldn't feel hurt about it. He saw her on a Zoom meeting. She was going to give a cake or something to the senior vice president for his birthday. My husband texted her during this Zoom meeting and said, jealous. And she said, LOL, I got roped into this. You know I don't like to be filmed. My husband said, look on the bright side. I get to see you. You sure look happy. How do I supposed to feel for that, ladies? How? Then my husband said to her, I miss you. She's your secretary where you used to work. How could you miss your secretary and you didn't miss all the other ladies? And she started pursuing my husband. pursuing my husband with comments, with putting heart emojis, texting him. He telling her, stay warm, get a jacket. She's telling him, did you get a good night rest? Praying your meeting go good. And I have all those text messages, girls. It's no lie. And those things broke me. It made me angry. It made me hurt so badly. I went into a state of depression. And all I asked him if he was sorry, to show me he's sorry. But he hated me for speaking about my hurt. And he resented me for speaking about it. Right? And it just went from bad to worse. It just went from bad to worse. And this is where we are at today. And now he wants to be more nasty and wicked by fighting me for custody for our son that he abandoned and left. That when he worked out of county, I am the one who stayed in this home to take care of our son. For him, for his career. All his life, I supported our children when he flied off to Angola, when he worked night shift and everything, when he worked from 5 in the morning or 3 in the morning to 7 in the night. I am the mother who stayed here with our children and supported my husband's career. And you know what my husband turned to me and said? When I asked him, why? I'm trying to understand. Am I not good enough? What it is I didn't do for you? What it is, am I a bad wife? What is it? And you know what my husband said to me, girls? He said to me, I don't know, I just got comfortable. I am your wife, and you telling your wife you got comfortable with another woman? How you want me to feel? I'm a human being. I have feelings. Girls, I cried. This month, July month, will make it 1 year I found those text messages. And in that 1 year, I tried to commit suicide twice. Because I went into a state of depression. Because he never was supportive of my feelings. He said he's sorry, he loves me, but he couldn't show that affection. When I asked for it, he would shut down and he would leave. And that was very hurtful to me. He would not answer phone calls, he would not answer text messages. And I said to him, the same way you ignore my text messages, you should have ignored the woman text messages. The same way you could text her, you could have texted your wife those nice things. If you felt you were disconnecting with your wife, you should have worked on your marriage and connect with your wife. Because
I flew all the way down to Miami to meet a man, and he was supposed to pick me up when I got here. I am walking out right now, and I'm having a little PTSD, because if you've been around before, I was dating a man previously who I flew down to see, and then he was completely MIA, never heard from him, and I just waited outside, feeling like an idiot, for like an hour. And then he said it was because he fell asleep. Because I was like, do I get on a plane to go back home? Like, I've come down here, but I have, like, I came to see you. Like, we planned this whole thing. I'd like, yeah, I said he fell asleep. But anyway, so now I'm standing outside, and I just got off of the flight, and I am looking to see if this man is here, because I'm already feeling the PTSD deja vu of being stranded. I also, oh my gosh, okay. This is both good and bad news. I was at departures and they were at arrivals. So, okay, we're running down now. He's like, I've been here, I'm waiting for you. Like, are you gonna come anytime?
Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about all the clips we've spoken about. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.